So,
Hi.
hello.
Hello. We are back and better than ever. Hi, I'm the Damned.
I'm Delulu.
And we are back coming at you live for another episode.
Yes, we didn't record for a couple of weeks because it was snowing here.
Snowing. The ice?
Yes, the ice. And people here in Portland specifically
Don't know how to drive.
Don't know how to drive.
Like,
And
at all. Therefore, we stayed in the house.
We stayed in the house and, well, I couldn't because I was working, but out in Bend.
In Bend. How long did it take you to get back?
Girl, it took me like 3.5 hours. If I went through the mountain pass, I probably would have
Been longer, huh?
it would have been 4. It
Jeez.
was straight ice. Anyways.
I stayed home in my warm bed.
Yes.
Well, actually, no, I didn't. I sat at the table and worked. Shouts out. But, yeah.
But we're here and safe.
But we're here and back and ready for this. And better than ever. Sweet.
So.
Yeah. So, I mean, we did have some questions come through from the last episode. So we kind of want to take a look at those and see what answers we can come up with.
It's by Crunchy Mayo. Hey.
Hey, Crunchy Mayo.
What up, Crunchy Mayo? But some of the questions that he had asked was, what was our inspiration for starting the podcast?
It's a really good question.
Honestly, we
just thought we were super funny.
We just thought we were just like two complete goofballs that
needed a camera.
Needed a camera and a microphone.
And a mic.
And
we said, put it up.
Put it up.
Put it up. Put it up. Round it up.
Yeah.
No,
yeah. We always have like really good conversations and stuff. So we just thought that like, why not just record it and just post it to the world and maybe it'll make people laugh.
Yeah, the goofy and the deep convos. So
yes.
That's why we were here. We made it happen.
The next one that he asked is, what kind of music do you guys listen to?
Ooh, you want to go first?
Okay.
Beat you to it.
So I listen to a variety of different music. I listen to like R&B. I listen to pop. I would be the worst DJ in a field trip kind of.
A field trip.
Well, not field trip, but like I would be the worst DJ if we're going on like a car ride, because my playlist will go from like Bad Bunny to worship music to Haley Steinfeld.
Hit him with one of these bad boys.
Or it'll go straight to Beethoven. Like yeah. So like I listen to a variety of different music, but
yeah, I think same. Honestly, same. A lot of worship music. That's my go-to. Especially the upbeat stuff. Love it. But also, a lot of pop, a lot of R&B. Never country.
Sorry for the country lovers.
Fans.
I'm not a fan.
I just can't do it.
I can't.
I tried. Just can't do it. But yeah, I think that's that on that.
Yeah. The next one is, what are our favorite movies?
Favorite movies. I feel like that's a hard question, just because like I feel like a really good movie for me is like Gone Girl. Really like that movie.
Never heard of it, but
Gone Girl?
Oh jeez, your face says everything.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that later. I'm gonna put you on to something magical. But yeah, Gone Girl is really good. But I also am like a really big documentary person. I love a documentary or like a what's it called? Like the biography, the biopic, the BIPOCs. Yeah, the biographies, learning about people's lives and inspiration. I love those more than anything.
I do too. Those are always fun to like play in the background, like while you're working on something, and you're like, "Oh, I didn't know that."
Oh, what? That's a fun fact. Yeah. What about you?
Carol with Kate Blanchett and Rooney Mara. That was actually one of the other celebrity crushes that I forgot to mention in the second episode was Kate Blanchett.
Bringing it back. That was a valid one, though.
Yeah.
That's a valid one.
But yeah, I love the movie Carol. Love the music. The cinematography in there is amazing. The other two movies I like is Prince of Egypt. It's a classic. I was always drawn to that movie when I was a little kid. And this one's a sad one, but I think it's a really good movie. It's Passion of the Christ. Best one.
Let's go.
Yeah, best one.
I don't think I have, I was thinking anything by the production company I don't know if it's A24, A24. I just love them. Like they do Maxine, X, Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. They do a lot, so I love that production company.
They have like a specific like aesthetic.
Yes, like you kind of know it's an A24 film. Like you already know from the setup, the lighting, the just the intro that it's gonna be.
Yeah, you just kind of know, and I love those kinds of like production companies because like they have like their own staple.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So. That'd be so good.
But yeah, I think that was like all the questions that
really?
he had asked. So
that'd be so good.
But thanks for the questions.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Crunchy Mayo.
Crunchy Mayo. But speaking of movies, you know what else is a classic movie?
What else?
Shrek. I love
Shrek.
all of Shrek stuff. Yes, all of those movies. I love Shrek. But what I don't like is that new trailer.
No.
It's so bad.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah?
I have not.
Should we pull it up?
I remember seeing like some still images of it, and I'm just like, where's Shrek? It's like, and I think they're maybe just trying to,
Shrek is
upgrade the, the quality. But I feel like it was already good quality.
Also, it's a nostalgia thing, so to update it, it just seems a little weird.
Yeah, and I think people are probably just needing to get used to it. Anyways, let's take a look at this.
Look at this reminds me of the Sonic the Hedgehog movie controversy where they had to change all the graphics because it looked crazy.
Oh, that's Zendaya.
Yeah, Zendaya, Eddie Murphy. If Eddie Murphy wasn't in it, I would not be watching it. Sorry. That's a classic.
Yeah.
And Cameron Diaz.
Oh, yeah.
But that's the quality that I'm like, I don't know about that, Chief. I don't know about that, Chief.
Yeah,
First thoughts?
It's short, but it's like...
Because it doesn't come out till 2026.
Yeah.
Christmas, so that's like a minute.
I mean, I'll still watch it, but I probably won't be able to get like the same nostalgic vibes that I got from like the first one all through. How many movies is there? 4?
Was it 4? I think so.
Yeah.
3 or 4.
Number 2 or 1 and 2, I loved.
Oh, classics.
2 especially, the music in there. Oh, yes.
That soundtrack was crazy. Which one was 2? The one with Simon Cowell. Do you remember that?
Yes. At the end?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one. Where Prince Charming was singing, "I'm too sexy for my
God.
shot."
Yeah. That was good.
I remember when my mom saw that, she's like, "What is that?
What is that?
Why is she? What
your
is
mom,
that?"
Your mom. So cute. But I know she was like,
Oh
whoa, turn this off, turn it off.
Turn it off. Turn it off. Is this bad?
It's bad.
But anyways.
But yeah, I just wanted to segue into that because I was like, I don't know about that.
No, that's a good... Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because I already had a feeling this was going to get brought up. As soon as I saw like the still image, I'm like, this is definitely something we need to talk about.
Definitely we're going to talk about. Because I'm telling you, I feel like I used to be such a big moviegoer for like years and years. And maybe it's once COVID hit, I just kind of stopped. And now I'm like, meh. There's a Minecraft movie coming out.
Oh, yeah, with Jason Momoa. Oh, my goodness. I didn't see the trailer for that one.
And Jack Black. Jack Black just makes appearances and everything. No, we don't have to watch all of it, but I personally liked playing Minecraft, but I don't know about this.
I've never played it.
No?
No.
Okay.
It's never really appealed to me.
It's like one of those things you play when you're like mindless.
Jason, dude. I thought they were actually joking that Jason Momoa was going to be in one. No. Like, because I was hearing stuff about that, and then I didn't look too much into it because like it slipped my mind. And then I see this.
I see this.
And then I'm like, who knows? It might be good. But I remember when I first met Jason Momoa for like work-related stuff, dude.
Oh, go into that story.
Oh my gosh. So at my workplace, like it's a distributor. So like up on the Washington side, we have branches up there, and like they sell like spirit stuff. And Jason came out with a vodka called Meili vodka. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but I just remember seeing like my coworkers say, "Hey, do you want to go meet Jason Momoa?" And I'm like, sure.
Yes.
Yeah. And then like we just go to like Seattle. We go into this hotel, and then like
there he is.
There he is. It was so funny because everybody was like so quiet when he walked in, and like he's a really sweet guy.
Yeah.
We didn't really get to spend too much time with him. Very swole guy.
Swole.
But very sweet. So
yeah, that was a celebrity crush as well.
Oh, you
for
forgot.
A minute. I forgot about Jason Momoa.
Wow, you forgot to mention him.
I don't know, man. He's great though. He's great. Young Jason Momoa, chef's kiss. Even now, but like chef's kiss. What other like trailers are happening?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so if you guys watch the second episode, you guys would know my first celebrity crush. It's Haley Steinfeld, of course. She's coming out with a movie.
Do you want to do the honors?
She's coming out with a movie with Michael B. Jordan called Sinners.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Let's put it on the screen so we can fangirl together.
All right.
First look.
Okay. Here.
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay. Hurry up.
Turn it up.
Wait.
She
Just
said
a little.
No, it's okay. We want to hear her loud and proud. Okay, vocals. Oh, there she is. Do you need to see that again?
No.
I can reverse it if you'd like. Why does it look like the Courage the Cowardly Dog setup?
Honestly, no problem.
Just power.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Wow.
That ain't your brother.
What the heck?
When I saw him like headbutting the door like that, I was cracking up.
He's like,
I think I shot myself.
that'd be me. I think I shot myself.
Oh man.
Wow.
Okay.
She did look great.
She did. She looked great. Sorry.
Do you need to replay it?
No,
do you,
it's
do you want
fine.
any stills? I can take screenshots.
Stop.
Okay. I offered. The crowd understands I offered.
I've already watched that
20 times, huh?
20
Yeah.
plus times already. Yeah. Can't wait to watch that in theater. That is like
Oh, when does it come out?
April 18th.
18th?
Yeah.
So we'll go that weekend.
I think it's at April 18th. Sometime in April.
Sometime in April.
But yeah, I'm definitely going to watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely
A
going to
couple
watch
times probably.
it. Probably. Only because of Haley.
We love a true stand.
Yes. I sweat her so bad.
Oh,
You already
I
know.
know,
You
I
already know
know.
this. I mean,
I
I'm pretty. The
know.
second episode of our podcast was already enough.
Any other movies that you're kind of checking out?
It's just Sinners, dude.
Just
Just Sinners.
What was the best movie in theaters that you've ever seen?
I'm kind of torn between Carol and Oppenheimer.
Oh,
Oppenheimer was
great
really
movie.
good. I loved
Oh, that was a good movie.
the cinematography in there.
that was
So good.
That was really prime.
Yeah.
How long ago was that? 2023? Did you say, or 2024?
We watched it together. I think like, oh my gosh, I think it might have been 2023. I think we could very well be wrong.
We're just
spitting out dates. But
Spitballing,
yeah, that was a. I think I'd say definitely Oppenheimer was a very good one.
such a good movie.
Before I usually never really watched movies like that, but I figured like, you learn from the best movies by watching what's being created.
Yeah.
And then you apply it to like your own kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, as creators, it's good to have inspo.
Yeah. So and
Nice.
Oppenheimer is on the color grading in there. Oh my gosh, the color
It was
grading
all just prime.
just like wow.
It's so good.
Yeah, it was really good.
Oh, that's good.
What about you though? What's your
Nostalgia-wise, probably Barbie. At the time, it was just one of those movies that came out, and I just loved seeing everybody in the theater, like dress up in pink, and they have their partners dressing up as Ken. It was really cute to see, but also it was like at the same time as Oppenheimer, so I think I like went and saw that, and then the next day saw Oppenheimer. But the movie that made me think the most was Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
Isn't that with Michelle Yeoh?
I think so.
Oh, wow.
I think so. Yeah.
I remember you mentioning that to me, and
It was really good. I think I saw that twice actually.
didn't you say it was like super chaotic?
It was, but also the name. Everything Everywhere All at Once. But it was good because it was one of those movies once again that just makes you think, and I just love those movies that's like either think or appreciate or something that has to do that you can take away and apply. I just love those movies.
Okay.
But going back, because once again, as I was talking about, like those movies that make you think are really great. Because what's funny is during Barbie, actually, there was a scene where they're like driving into the abyss, and she's just driving and driving, and they're like traveling through places.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it made me think about Arizona. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah,
Bro.
when we traveled to Arizona.
Arizona, it just made me think about when I was driving like 6 hours because that was one of those trips that I was angry the whole time. I was like, bro.
Yeah, I was actually kind of scared. I think it was like our first time actually traveling
Traveling outside the state.
Yeah, I think yeah, it was
There was a lot going on.
there was a lot going on.
Let me tell you. Should we start talking? Should we chat about this?
Yes, we should. We should.
Because it was really funny thinking about how, first of all, we did the whole like one driver thing. So we wanted to abide by the rules. So I was the only one driving the whole time. And we stayed in Phoenix, which number one, it was a great Airbnb, but we had to like look at our surroundings quite a bit.
Yeah.
And then we were sightseeing. So I grew up in Arizona, but I never really took advantage of I never went and saw the Grand Canyon. I never went and saw these things before moving to moving up here. So it was interesting going back and planning like the Grand Canyon and all these things. But what wasn't as interesting is driving. So you put in your GPS Grand Canyon, right? And it'll take you to the north side. No, it'll take you to like the farthest end. And keep in mind, Grand Canyon Park is not the Grand Canyon. Yeah, I was like, bro, what? So it was like all the way by like Horseshoe National Park, which is like the farthest end. So I think we're like driving through like the reservations and like, which is beautiful.
Very beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful. Hot. It was August. I'm having like flashbacks.
I think it was July when we went, actually.
July?
Yeah, I think it was in July.
It's one of those two, but it was hot.
It was hot.
It was hot. That's probably contributing to why I was so.
Yeah, despite the AC, like it was it was extremely hot. It was also my first time in Arizona as well, so I was not used to the heat.
No, we'll talk about our little hike in a sec, but yes, because that was crazy. That was so crazy. But driving, I think in the same day we drove from the south side of the Grand Canyon to the north, which we didn't think was as far as it was, but that took the whole day to get to the north end, and then we got there. It was like, wow.
Yeah.
Look at this giant hole in the ground.
This giant hole in the ground.
It goes for miles. It's beautiful, and it's such a great place because you stand there and you're like, wow, this is really bigger than me, and it's like the great land. But I was just like, now what?
It's like, and like I think when we got through halfway on the trip, like the time changed, and that kind of screwed with us a little bit.
Oh my
too.
Gosh, we're so tired.
And she was so pissed.
I was so pissed.
I was like,
I
was trying to kind of lighten the mood a little bit, but she's like,
I was mad.
Yeah, she was mad, and I'm just
like, how do we end up here?
And I was just like, I had like my Nintendo DS, and I'm like, okay, I'm just not.
Because I think it got me when we drove 6 hours. We woke up hecka early.
We did. Yes.
Drove to the other side, which was Grand Canyon National Park, just to get there. And they're like, this is not the Grand Canyon. You have to go to the other side, which the other side's 4 hours. And I was like, bro, be so for real.
Pretty drive.
It was a great drive. I would do it again, but intentionally.
Yeah, because that was unintentional.
So
we were literally, I'd say like 30 minutes away from Utah.
Yes, we low-key should have just gone to Utah just to see.
We should have just gone to Zion National Park.
Bro, that drive, we're already there, but the sun was setting and we're not trying to be out in that land.
No, where there's like freaking skinwalkers or something.
No way. No. That was actually so insane. But it was pretty. So I feel like I would do it again, but not the way we did it. It was kind of crazy.
Yeah. I mean.
I was going to say we also went to the Petrified Forest, which is another.
Oh, jeez.
It was so hot. Obviously, it's Arizona, and you're like, okay, it's going to be hot. But then you're like in the desert. Like we're out of Phoenix in the desert, and we were like, do you want to talk about that hike? Because that was actually insane.
Okay, so this was not near the Petrified Forest, but we went to the Granite Mountain Hotshot hike.
Which was her idea, first of all.
Well, because like it was from like, because it was like from a movie. I forgot what the movie name.
Was it the Hotshot?
Yeah,
probably.
We'll plaster it here, but it was this movie, and I'm just like, you know what?
I want to do the hike.
I really want to do the hike,
Which is fair.
To like help commemorate like the memories of like the 19 firefighters and stuff. But why are you laughing? This is meant to be.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking about when we were hiking and we started our hike, and then this guy with just one water bottle walked up, and there was a sign that was like, if you're halfway through your water, turn around, and he just turned right around. He literally said, doop, and turned. I was like, bro.
And here's the thing. So we packed for this hike. We left like
We were prepared.
We left like around like what, like 6 or 7?
Yeah, it was in the morning.
Yeah, it was like 6 or 7 in the morning. It was already like 86 degrees outside.
Hot. Yeah.
And like yeah.
Hot.
And we were just like, oh my gosh, okay, we're going for this.
Yes.
And it took us an hour to get there. It was already 9, and I think it was already 90 something degrees.
Yeah.
And we were just like, okay, it's 7 miles all round trip, so we're gonna be okay. Dude, this hike is insane. I think the hike is supposed to like illustrate how like the kind of training that the hotshots go through, and it was difficult.
It was hard.
It was very hard, all uphill, and there was a point where there was a sign that said, "If you're about 3/4 your way of like your water supply, turn around now."
Yeah.
And
it's pretty rough.
And what was funny is that she said, "We either go now,
we're never coming
we're
back.
Never coming back."
I was like, dude, because you were like, maybe we should do it another day. And I was like, no way, we're not ever coming back here. So if we don't do it today, you'll never see the end of this hike. Like, I'm sorry.
And we did push through. And I went through 4 water bottles, 3 Gatorades, including some of hers, and she was lasting on a damn Pedialyte.
Bro, I am the spokesperson for Pedialyte. I had that Pedialyte in my hand, I had a sports bra on, and I was walking. I was like, if we don't do this, we're not ever coming back. So I had my Pedialyte, and I was doing great. She was chugging, and she was so exhausted, which rightfully so, but I was like,
she was going, man. She was on a mission, and which understandably so.
Yeah.
We got towards like the end of the hike, and then it was all plaster here. It was like, you know, pretty, like it's pretty sad because like that's where they all passed when the whole incident happened. And then we're just like, okay, now we're here. Now we gotta go back all the way up. And
that had me so sick.
And around this time, it was like a little bit shady, so like there was like not that much sun out, but we were burnt.
Girl,
crispy.
We were so dark.
Yeah, we were so dark. Dude, the sun hits differently, literally, in Arizona.
And wasn't that the first day? Where like the first?
I think that was like the first.
You had the worst burn of your life.
Oh yeah, dude. Like I forgot to. Obviously, like we put like sunscreen on.
Yeah.
But I forgot to put sunscreen over here and here.
What were you wearing?
Huh?
What were you wearing?
I was wearing a sleeveless shirt.
Yeah, a little tank top.
And as soon as we got back to the Airbnb,
we had to stop for aloe. It was like,
yeah, it was
insane.
really bad.
I felt so bad for you.
And I had her like, I'm just like, Edo, can you put on gloves and put on the aloe, please? And yeah, it was pretty gross.
Yeah, it was a time, let me tell you.
Yeah, I was peeling.
I feel like the whole
and bubbling.
trip. I don't know how you slept like that.
I don't know either, but I was in pain when I went into the shower. I'm like,
oh no way! I thank God for these Nigerian jeans because I got real dark.
She
but
got
I did not
so
burn.
dark, but you didn't get. Like,
I don't burn.
No, man.
Nigerian skin for the win. But I was like the color of my jacket though. I was like, bro, I was burnt. I was sizzling when we got off that thing.
My gosh.
And we got into that car and went straight home.
We
like,
did.
We're not stopping.
We did.
Tired.
We did. And,
oh my gosh.
I'm glad we did the hike, but I will probably not do that again.
No, exactly. That's why we had to do it that day because we were not going back there. Jeez. What other shared experiences do we have? Because was that all for Arizona? Like, I think we went to the hike. We went to the Grand Canyon. We went to the Petrified Forest, which was fine. I mean, it was just wood on the floor. So
Petrified wood, though. Come on.
My bad. My bad. Yeah, petrified wood on the ground.
That was from billions of years ago.
It was pretty cool.
Or millions.
It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Like, no, I'm being serious. I just don't remember it as much as like the other two. Yeah, the Grand Canyon had me livid. I was like, we were driving in the dark.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Going back to the Grand Canyon story, that was kind of scary, because like she was really trying to fight for her life to stay awake, and I kept falling asleep in the car, and I felt so bad.
I was like, this girl's sleeping, I'm driving.
It's like, how dare she?
How dare she?
I'm not gonna speak to you for the rest of the night.
And then she would wake up and I'd be like, I want to drive in silence. So there's no point. I was just being sassy. But I was like, bro.
Which understandably so. I would have been sassy too, but.
From that day on, we always pay for the second driver.
Yes, thank you for keeping us safe.
That's what I do. That's what I do. I'll get us there.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, what other shared experiences? Because we have like
It was Miami.
Miami.
Oh yeah.
Miami.
Miami
was fun. We ate so much there. Oh my gosh. I feel like we had a great time.
We really had a
actually.
good time. We were a lot more prepared for
Yeah,
for
we
this
had
one.
it. We had it down. We had the car. We had the driver.
Second driver.
Yeah. We had everything planned out. We had an itinerary. It was great. And that was for my birthday.
Yeah.
So I was like, let's get it. We went to the Gordon Ramsay restaurant twice, which 10 out of 10.
Hell's Kitchen, dude.
Yes.
10 out of 10.
Him screaming about that beef Wellington was worth it because mine was great.
I had the
So
filet
good.
mignon, and then there was the dessert.
It was something pudding.
Sticky toffee pudding.
Sticky toffee
Dude.
pudding.
Gosh.
We still need to make that trip. The one time.
Just the one time, just to go to the Hell's
That
Kitchen,
was so good.
and then just round trip come back over here.
I'm down.
I'm down.
Sleep on the plane.
Do it.
Probably won't, but
Just
can't sleep on planes. I'm like strung out. But that was really good. I think the only time that was like a little sketch was driving to
Orlando.
Yeah, because I feel like
Yeah.
we planned it, but we didn't really plan out the Orlando part. Because we went to Epcot, which was pretty chill. But
It's fun though.
yeah,
But yeah, the drive was people. Okay, when 'cause
Florida, man.
you drove to Orlando, and then like on the way back after like the fireworks show,
Yes.
I drove back.
yes. Oh, the fireworks show.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so beautiful.
That was so pretty.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
I cried.
It was just so beautiful.
Yeah.
They have the money for it, but I was like, dang, this is
Yeah.
a big production. But yeah, but you drove back.
Yeah, I drove back, and outside of Miami, it's fine. Like, of course, there's fast drivers there. Like, you have to drive alongside with the traffic. Like, but yeah, that was really sketchy because like I was also really tired, and I had the windows all down.
Yeah.
and
Blasting music.
blasting music, blasting battle music. And if anybody knows me, I love orchestra music a lot.
Yeah.
So I was blasting that while she was like, what?
Speeding. I was not asleep. I was there.
Really? I thought you fell asleep for like.
Maybe I did. I can't sleep in the car.
I know,
I just
yeah.
can't sleep when things are moving. I'm like, no, I need to be still.
Yeah, you just-
I was like strung out, and you were driving so fast, and I was just like, my face in the wind.
but it was like it was either like drive like slow and then potentially get hit by like these crazy.
You had no choice.
Yeah.
You had to be with the people.
Yeah, you have to be with the people.
Those people were driving so insane.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Florida, man.
But I got used to it after, like, after like 2 hours, and then like we arrive in Miami, and then that's when like people were,
Yeah.
like 100 miles per hour. No joke. This is not an exaggeration. There is no such thing as a speed limit there.
No.
I feel
They were
like.
going so fast. I did
Yeah.
see a few like cop cars kind of going for them, like the undercover ones. But I think those big cities have those drivers because they come from all over.
Yeah,
Like they
it's
go
true.
all over to that city, and all the crazy drivers are now in one city from everywhere. And it's like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember like when we, like every time when we wanted to go to the Hell's Kitchen restaurant, we always took the Airbnb.
The Uber. Uber.
Not Airbnb.
Take the whole house.
Sorry, my
didn't trust
brain.
it.
We
didn't
took
trust
we
it.
took the Uber,
Yeah.
and
Which was a smart decision because that was.
But even
crazy.
then, though, because like the first driver, he was like he picked us up at that like he went
Bro.
over like a couple curbs, and we're like, okay, we're gonna die.
He's going like 90.
We're gonna
too.
die.
I was like, oh my gosh. And like there they have such a high, I think it's Dominican population, which
Yeah.
is great. But he doesn't speak English either. He just knew hello. And so he's just like speeding down and then just complete silence the whole time.
Yeah.
And just going in and out. And we're like,
We're just
hello.
like he got us there safe.
Got us there.
Got
he,
us-
He handled our bags for us.
Yeah,
and then
which-
disappeared into the night. We're like, okay.
Disappeared into the night like he's a vampire.
With a cloak. He was gone.
Oh my gosh.
But every driver was like that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was like getting nauseous. I was like, oh my gosh, please
and
drive slow.
like when Anna was driving like through not the like the city, but just like through like the streets, like
Yeah. Just the main road.
the main roads, like there is no such thing as signaling. They just
No.
go. They just like
We
let
learned
me
that
just
so
scooch
fast.
in here. Scooch in here right here.
Like, I'm gonna go now. I'm like, okay. Go ahead.
Like, I'm just like, okay, well, dang.
I
Yeah.
could talk about Crazy Drivers forever, but that probably took the cake was Miami.
Yeah, man, it was really fun.
It was pretty.
We also went to the Kennedy Space Center.
Oh my gosh, that was the best for me. Even though I love, like, I was like, Epcot's cool and all. The Kennedy Space Center, I'm a big nerd for history and all that. That
Same.
was so fun.
Same.
Was so fun.
I love space and astronomy stuff. Like that's
seeing that craft.
It was so cool seeing like all of the rockets.
Yeah.
And it's like the actual area that where they like build the rockets to.
Yeah.
Like you see it from like a distance and
You're like, okay, I get it.
it looks like small, but once you get like a little bit closer, you're like, oh.
Yeah, you're like, I'm so tiny.
Wow.
Yeah, that was so cool.
Yeah, that was a really fun trip.
I would do that again.
I would
to be
definitely
honest,
do it again.
That was so fun.
Yeah.
And that wasn't like a crazy drive, right? Oh, we went on the safari.
Oh
too.
yeah, we went on a
was so
safari.
cute. We knew how to plan
Yeah.
those trips. We were like
I think-
jam packing everything.
Yeah, and I think after Phoenix, like we were like, okay, let's make
We're
sure
never winging it ever.
we're
again
never
in our
winging it
lives.
ever again. I mean, we still planned, but like it wasn't as like well thought out on like the traveling portion.
Time. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah. But I think for this one, we were like, okay, we're doing this.
Every day had something.
Yeah.
Even my birthday this year, we're not even going out of state, but it's like, waste no time.
Yeah.
But that was really good.
Yeah.
Where else have we been together? I think the only other place was Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago. Other than like the smaller trips, like that's in state.
Yeah, I mean, we've had our fair share of beach trips and all of that, but Chicago was fun.
Chicago was
why did
fun.
we go to Chicago?
We went to Chicago. In the first episode, I mentioned that we went to Chicago because I was running the Chicago Marathon.
Yes.
And
I was not. So guess what I was doing? I was walking the marathon.
So-
because that was actually so crazy.
Okay, but I just want to say you are such a real one for just being there and like
course.
helping me, like spraying the biofreeze, mile
was
16,
like-
mile 21.
She said, "Where are you?"
Dude, oh my gosh. Like I don't think like the spectators get enough credit for like people who are running or like obviously you have the marathon runners. Like
Yeah.
that's a big thing,
And they're
of course.
big, yeah.
But the people that that should get more credit is the spectators because they're there when you're about ready to fall on your knees. And
And my tote bag. I was like,
yeah, she
I'm
had like
coming.
extra clothes and extra like
I had everything in that
you
thing.
had
I
like
was
my
ready.
gels.
I was like, I'll meet you wherever. And that was I should have just ran the marathon. That was so
Honestly, you should have,
much
yeah.
walking. I was like, oh, okay. And the trying was oh my gosh. Okay, let me share this really quick
Yeah.
because that was actually so goofy. So the GPS, so first of all of the subway cars were like jam packed to the brim and they were running those things every 2 minutes and I was like, okay, no problem, I'll just go down there because our hotel was one of the ones they recommended, so we should have been right there. Yeah, I waited through like 10 of those cars.
Yeah,
It was long enough for me to make friends. I started chatting. I was like, "What are you here for the,
got
the
their
marathon?"
DMs?
You got the DMs. She's like, "Yeah, I'm here for that." And the poor people that were there, like that work, and they were just like, "I'm trying to get to work, but okay." I was like, "Yeah." So I walked all the way to the next one. And what's funny is there was a moment where Google was like, "Oh, take the bus." That was in the route, and I had planned it all out. And I was like, "Okay, yeah, no problem." All the buses were down because guess what route they were telling me to take the bus on? The one that they're running. So I was like, I had to walk like 6 miles. And I was like, bro, this is actually so crazy. I was like, I should have just ran this dang marathon. But it was, I had a lot of alone time.
a lot of alone time to.
Good thing I had I don't even know what shoes I had on, but good thing I had good shoes on because I was like,
Didn't you have your Birks?
yeah, shout out to Birks. I think I have my Birks and some like, those shoes are comfy. I think I should just run a marathon with those bad boys because they were comfy and I was going. I was walking.
Damn, dude, that's crazy.
And then I found you. We took the little overpriced biking car thing
Oh
to the hotel.
gosh, yeah, like dude, I couldn't. After when I crossed the finish line, I sprinted toward. As soon as I saw the finish, I'm like, I'm going. I don't care. And
going
like
for it.
you could hear like the announcer like, oh, this girl's going.
This girl's got it.
I'm just like, I don't care. I have a cramp, but I don't care.
would be I'm because my first one's gonna be Honolulu.
Yeah.
I little shouts out, but I will be crying when I finally go across the finish line. I'm like, because I did even for a 10K. I was like, I did it. I was like, yay.
It's hard on your body, but like,
It is.
but then like you realize like if I push myself this way, like I can get through anything. And it's like I think that's why like I mean I continue to do
just keep doing it.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
so
like,
tired.
and that's like you see like so many like you'll see people who have like they're blind or like they
those always make me cry.
Like you'll see people who have like just like all they have stuff like that that's happened to them that you would think would impair their ability to finish the race, but they still go.
Yeah.
And then like I'm just here like struggling, fighting for my
like,
life.
let me get my butt up and do it.
Yeah, let me get my butt up and like move because like if they can do it, I can do it too.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
No, well said. Yeah, no, well said. I just think it's funny because earlier I was saying like you're like, oh, I'm so tired, and then like in the hotel you're like, when's the next one? I'm like, okay, girl.
I know, though. Yeah.
I was like, okay, girl.
When I crossed
Shake Shack.
Oh yes, when I crossed the finish line, first thing I thought of was, "Where's Shake Shack? I need to go to the hotel. When's the next one?"
That's it. And shower.
And shower. Yes.
You're real. What's so funny though, and maybe it's just that way we planned it, is that I was very surprised that you still wanted to go to like the museum after and stuff. Because I'm one of those people like I want to go and explore. Like if we're going somewhere else, I want to go see everything.
Yeah.
On top of it, so she was like, "Okay, we're here." And we went to the museum. we took some funny videos there, but yeah, that was really great.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
I was sore the day after, but
No way.
like I said, she's a real one. Like
in my plastic Birks. The plastic. Yeah, they're over there.
Is that the one that you wore?
Yeah.
Can I bring it on camera?
No. They look a little rough. They look a little rough. But yeah.
Yeah, Chicago was
A time.
It was a time. And then it was our first time having a deep dish.
That was so good. What was that place called?
We went to it was near Magnificent Mile. It was like
Which also a beautiful place.
Oh yes.
And I got pierced at that place
you did.
out there. Yeah.
You did. That was really fun. I was just like sitting in the corner and then like just getting
I was
getting your
debating if
ears
I should
pierced.
do it. I know. It was like my 22nd piercing. I was like, I know.
20.
I obviously don't keep all of them at once.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
But I was like, they did it really quickly.
Yeah, and they were really sweet too.
They were so great.
Yeah.
They were so great. But the deep dish pizza was the crowd fave. And the wings.
Oh yeah.
Like the pizza.
The deep
What was
dish.
that place
It was called Luminaldi's.
Luminaldi's, yeah.
Luminaldi's, yeah. That was really good.
I dream about that
And
place.
there was a couple of other. Where else did we eat?
Shake Shack.
Yeah, Shake Shack.
And then we ordered Luminaldi's to the hotel.
We did.
I feel like those were the only two places we really ate because the rest of them were like
pasta. Because like I know we ate at a pasta place before the day before the marathon because I was trying to carb load.
Did we go to Hell's Kitchen?
No, but there was a Gordon Ramsay restaurant there, but I think it was just like a burger place.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe it was in. Why do I just remember us taking an Uber. Was it? Where did we go?
We went to
another
Pier.
place. No, it was a different. I remember being like, "Oh wow, Chicago's so beautiful. I'd live here." But I remember we took a Uber somewhere. I can't remember what it was. Maybe it wasn't Hell's Kitchen, but it was another like franchise where like they bring out the meats. Fogo de Chao.
Fogo de Chao, yeah.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, that was so great. That was so great. I feel like that was the place that we went to that we were like a little bit more appreciative that we could go.
Yeah.
To places like that.
Yeah, and like I've been to Fogo de Chao in like downtown Portland, but I mean, I feel like they were pretty consistent with their food.
It was really good.
Yeah, it was really good.
Meat,
Gotta love that steak.
There you go here. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for listening to our fun times.
Yeah, it's just random topics here and there.
We're just chatting.
Or whatever we want to talk about.
Right. Just chatting to chat. Just yapping to yap.
So.
But all in all, till next time, gang.
Bye.
Pow, pow, pow. Nice. First one.
Hey.